Hello, I'm Gary Raze of Remax Integrity here in Lane County. Hey, there's danger. What lurks behind the curtain for sellers? Details coming up after this chilling announcement. Okay, and now back to our topic. What dangers lie ahead here for the sellers? Is it really that chilling out there? Well, not really. It's only getting cooler. And what I want to talk about today is the potential cooling of the market here in the next few months. Um, we all remember that the market crashed back in 2007 and 2008, and it bottomed out around the 2012 mark. Well, since then, we've continually gone upward here in Lane County, almost 10% a year. Well, that's up till lately. Lately, it's only gone up about 5%. And we know why. We think that it's kind of reaching its peak. Now, that said, we have never exceeded a 7-year run of appreciating values ever in the history of record keeping. Well, we're now in the 7th year. Getting nervous. So the point is, it's a good indicator that the market is in for a little bit of a shift. Another critical factor or indicator, it's about interest rates. At the end of 2018, we were around the 5%-ish range. And remember, we talked about the continually rising interest rates, that it was going to happen. Well, by this point in 2019, we expected it to be about 5.25%. That didn't happen. As a matter of fact, it reversed and it actually has gone down. As a matter of fact, currently today, it was supposed to drop another 0.25%, down perhaps even right at the 4%, or maybe even a little bit less than the 4%. Now, the reason for that is the big gurus out there are expecting the economy to slow down, and they certainly have that leading indicator in the housing market. So your window of opportunity to sell at the very top of the market is really right now, in my opinion. Of course, I could be wrong. I have been wrong once or twice before, but that's what we're kind of thinking. The sellers are noticing that the home values are much higher, and they're taking advantage of that right now, and they are putting their houses on the market, which means, of course, that now we're starting to get an increase in inventory. The more the inventory, the demand goes down, because there's obviously the law of supply and demand takes effect. Today, we're averaging around 2 or 3 offers per listing, and in just last year, we were having almost 7, averaging almost 7 offers per house. So you can tell that has slowed down significantly. So I'm just giving you a heads up that it might be time. If you're contemplating selling, I would do it sooner rather than later. Now, the nugget for the buyers is we have interest rates that are now starting to go down even more. Remember, the average in the old days was 7%, and here we've been spoiled in the last decade with our 4.5% interest rates. Well, it's going down to around 4, maybe even 3.78. So this is a perfect time for a buyer, especially if they're renting a house, to get into a house and have their house payment be the same or perhaps even lower than the cost of rent. So if you have any questions about today's market, or you have questions about real estate, feel free to give me a call. I'm here all the time. Just give me a holler at 541-554-5825. And again, I'm Gary Raze of Remax Integrity. You take care.